For the past 22 years, all of Manchester plays have been amazingly done, but they haven't been quite as scandalous as this year's spring show. These past productions of MHS's musicals have been known not for just being a good high school production, but rather an awesome show. But that doesn't come without hard work. The cast members must put in hours of their own gladiatorial effort to make sure that the audience has a stitch in their side from laughing so hard. This is great, since this year's musical, A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum, is a comedy set in ancient Rome following a young and cunning slave named Pseudolus as he goes on a quest for his freedom. The play's list of hilarious characters takes you back to the simpler times of Julius Caesar and togas. For all of these past musicals, Mr. Tyler has been an outstanding director, working just as hard as the cast to ensure that the show is a success. This year, Mr. Tyler took the form of a Roman emperor to make the show perfect.
The rehearsal process is, I would say, about 3/4 planning before the actual rehearsals take place. Your set has to be designed, the script has to be looked at, and then all the blocking, the movement of the actors has to be put down on paper. And the idea is you're trying to create something that's visually pleasing to your audience, as well as what they're hearing being pleasing to the audience. The idea is that if somebody is not listening, they can still see what's going on and make sense of the action.
Hundreds of hours are put in to make these musicals the best that they can be. These hours not only consist of the rehearsal time, which involves the cast singing, dancing, and running around the stage for 2 hours straight every day. The students also take the time to sell tickets and advertisements and sponsor lines to keep this production going.
There's a ton of hard work. You have to sell. Everyone's supposed to bring in 2 tickets per person per day to keep up with the quota. Most of the time that doesn't happen, unfortunately, but when we don't, we do a lot of sit-ups and push-ups, and we try to sell as many as possible. We also sell ads and sponsor lines, along with all the work that goes into the show itself, besides the financial aspects.
In front of these 3 houses on a street in Rome, a ridiculous concoction of characters show off their smarts and skills to give the show the happy ending it deserves. From Rome, this has been Jack Frost reporting.